All over the country there are really fantastic historic buildings, many of which are sadly laying neglected because the repair costs are just too huge. We at HLF have seen a really unique opportunity to actually cover the repair costs of these buildings, enable the private sector to work with local people to bring them back into productive and commercial use.
Historic buildings are like a barometer of the health of a place, so there's a lot of pride when those buildings are brought back into use, and so people are excited by that.
This is Butcher Works. It's a 200-year-old cutlery factory in the heart of Sheffield.
When we first came in here with the client, it'd been vacant for 2 or 3 years and had pigeons in it.
And now it's been converted into use by creative people, artists, and a training scheme for young people.
There's sound economic reasons why places of distinction can be used as part of the re-engineering and repurposing of the modern city, especially in Sheffield, with its heritage around making.
The same buildings were used in the first Industrial Revolution and they're being used in the second one.
It's buzzing. There are artisans teaching students, there's a cafe.
It just feels like a place that has been used for a long time, and there's a huge amount of atmosphere in it.
But when there's people moving in and around it, that's when you realise a sense of achievement that you've actually created something.
We're in Derry, in Northern Ireland. It's had its own problems in the past. Certainly we've had a lot of difficulties. We have a complete walled city which is easy accessible. It tells fantastic history as you walk around it.
Well, the Walled City Partnership in 2002 secured £1 million funding via the HLF.
Purchasing old, bombed out and burnt out buildings and refurbishing them to their former days of glory.
The flagship project from Phase 1 was the Northern Counties Hotel premises that is targeted at independent owners and small business people who wouldn't have the opportunity to restore their properties.
This building is about 200 years old. It was the first post office in the city. We've brought a substantial building right in the heart of the city into use. In fact, the whole building is fully let.
People who come to see the built heritage stay twice as long and spend twice as much. It does bring communities together and it does sustain businesses well and truly into the future.
And in Scotland we've helped return some historic buildings back to their original use. In Bowness we've invested in the cinema there.
The Hippodrome is Scotland's first purpose-built cinema. The Heritage Lottery Fund got involved to restore it to its perfect condition.
The knock-on effect has been new businesses have opened. Investing in historic buildings means that they can become operational spaces, and we need staff to work in them, and that creates jobs and investments.
Between the 3 buildings we've invested upwards of £1 million. It's a big investment for us, but without HLF it wouldn't have happened.
The Heritage Lottery Fund is introducing Heritage Enterprise because of the work that we've done. We found that businesses in listed buildings and historic buildings are really hugely productive, much more productive than from other buildings across the economy.
I really believe that heritage can be a force for economic growth in the UK. And I think we have the evidence to back that up.
Sending a message that communities and private developers can work together to make a change that will change the economy as well as our physical neighbourhoods is the most powerful thing about this scheme.
We're talking about heritage actually working for the economy. Many of these buildings were created by enterprise. We believe these historic buildings can contribute to enterprise. New ideas need old buildings.
It is an opportunity for communities to get hold of buildings that they care about, but form economic partnerships with commercial partners and totally transform an area. Turn it into a place that people want to come back to, want to work in, want to live in, and want to make part of the future.